What is up, awesome people? And welcome back to Wi-Fi Wednesday Shenanigans. In tonight's episode, I'm bringing you another PU battle from our recent battle livestream over on Pimp Knight's channel. And hopefully not next week, but the week after, there will be another live stream heading on Pimp Knight's channel, and I think we'll take another break after that because it'll be a giveaway live stream. And hopefully at the end, last week of April, there will be another battle live stream. So hopefully that'll be another opportunity for you guys to have another crack at a battle with me, and hopefully by then I've got a lot more teams for PU I can use. So anyways, moving on to the topic of this battle, we have a PU Trick Room team. I don't think... Have I done Trick Room team? Yes, I have. I'm pretty sure I've done a Trick Room team already for this team. If not, then this is the first Trick Room team. Otherwise, it's Trick Room number 2. I've actually lost count of what teams I've made for PU. I have that many, and I've got another one in the process of doing, which is driving me absolutely bonkers. I mean, when you're using Pokemon like Snova, ORAS, Cryogonal... Jesus, all ice type Pokemon, it kind of sends you up the wall when it comes to team building. But anyways, enough of the dribble drabble, let's get into the topic of tonight, and that is tonight's battle. So let's just see what exactly went down with this shenanigans. And this was indeed shenanigans, quite very fun shenanigans, and was indeed the winning battle of the night. This was so fun. Anyways, it's a leading pink team. We got a Wormadam Trash Form leading with the Stealth Rocks, which I actually saw coming, so I'm assuming this is going to be one of those supporting utility Wormadam, Stealth Rock, Toxic, all the annoying good stuff, probably Garrow on there since it is Bug Steel type. So anyways, I got the Trick Room up, which is all Slowpoke was really used for. Then I go straight into my Ursaring. So this is a really unique Ursaring. I don't think a lot of people use this Ursaring unless it's Trick Room VGC. So the Wormadam Trash Form went for a Protect, so it is definitely the Toxic Stalling set. Garrow there thinking the Ursaring is going to be the Quick Fit set, which is definitely not. This is my Guts Hammer Arm Trick Room Ursaring, which should hit pretty damn hard in Trick Room. So obviously Hammer Arm to lower its speed so it can go first in Trick Room, and then Facade as its main stab mood, and I think I gave it like Night Slash or something to hit any ghost type Pokemon. So anyways, another Protect there to try and stall out my burn, which is fine with me. I'm not going to be taking as much damage, residual damage, as I would with Toxic up on the Ursaring, which is what most people normally run if it's the Quick Feet Ursaring. Otherwise it's the Burn Orb for the Gut set. So anyways, I'm slowly losing health there thanks to my burn. They're going to swap out their Wormadam because they're probably going to fear another Hammer Arm or maybe a Facade coming their way. So they're going to their Octillery. So I actually went for another Hammer Arm here. A hell of a lot of base power there, and that's going to do quite a decent amount there to Octillery. So I'm assuming it's going to be max health, max special attack specs. It's usually what most Octillery run. So unfortunately the Trick Room does end there, which is very unfortunate. It's one main flaw with Trick Room teams is the 4 turns that you have with Trick Room. So I go back into Slowpoke because I know they're going to go for like a Scold or something, but I actually went for a Charge Beam. I'm like, that's really interesting. So it's not a choice spec set, so it's definitely going to be Sniper. Scold straight off the bat, they're trying to burn the Slowpoke, which is indeed what they do, something I can never do with Scold, I don't know why. Alright, so I get this Trick Room back up again so I can actually start outspeeding this Octillery, but unfortunately with that burn, I'm not going to be lasting very long, even with the slack off on this Slowpoke, if that's what I'm running. I can't remember the Slowpoke set off the top of my head, but I know it's Everlight, Trick Room, Carmine, Scold, and it may have been slack off as its last move. It'd be pretty weird if it wasn't. Alright, so Charge Beam finally does hit this time. It hits my Slowpoke, hits it quite decently given I've got a special, a +1 in my special defense. I do get a +1 in special attack as well, so now that Octillery's feeling a little bit scary, it probably would work pretty well in Trick Room as well, given Octillery's pretty average speed as well. Anyways, I go into my Wormadam here, predicting a Charge Beam from the Octillery since I am Bug Ground. This is actually my 4th generation Wormadam that I've transferred all the way over from my Platinum version. So, and obviously its IVs aren't exactly going to be the greatest. So it's a Choice Band Wormadam Sandy form. I think that the only perfect IVs I have is HP and attack, since that's all you could really get in 4th gen. So it goes to the Hypno, so I'm assuming it's max health, max defense or something. But judging from that damage, it's definitely not. So it could be Assault Vested one. Hard to tell at this point in time, but judging from that damage, well, sorry, it's got leftovers, so it's not Assault Vested. So it's hard to tell what it is, but I'm assuming it's like max health, max special defense, given that damage there from Earthquake. And Wormadam isn't exactly what you call a great monstrous beast in attack. So anyways, I go into Delibird. predicting because I am choiced. So Earthquake's not going to work, so I'm going to have to swap out here. So that's very unfortunate. I wanted to do more of my Wormadam. So I go back into the Slowpoke. I'm going to take a little bit more Stealth Rock damage. And I go for the Freeze Dry, predicting the swap in from the Slowpoke. So I'm like, oh, that's not good because I'm not going to like that at all. So Slowpoke goes down, unfortunately. So there goes one of my Trick Room users. So I'm going to go into my Machoke here. Hopefully I can outspeed this thing. Just go for a Bullet Punch, take that out. And they do outspeed, and it looks like they might be Spexed or something. So going for another Freeze Dry there, which does half damage to my Machoke. I actually go for the Dynamic Punch here, which is definitely going to one-shot that Delibird. I actually don't think the crit mattered there. So I am Life Evolved in this Machoke because I obviously want this to be quite a reliable attacker here. I do have Bullet Punch here for a priority. So Fake Out definitely coming from the Delcatty, which is going to do a little bit of damage. Sorry, it brings me down to the red there. I've got Bullet Punch just to outspeed it, just in case it went for a Sucker Punch or something. Brings me down a little bit lower with the Life Orb residual damage, and it goes for Last Resort. So it's only holding Fake Out and Last Resort. So that's pretty interesting. It's either running Silk Scarf or it could be running something like Metronome, which boosters every time you use it gets a bit of an extra boost. So I go back into Wormadam here. So I go straight for the Sucker Punch here because I know they're going to go for another Last Resort. That does quite a nice, decent amount of damage, bringing Delcatty down to the red. Last Resort is going to smack my Wormadam, and I'm going to go down, unfortunately. So I'm like, damn, poor Wormadam. Alright, so Behemoth comes in, so I'm like, okay, I need to do some major damage with Behemoth, but unfortunately with no Trick Room up, I can't really do too much. Although, the good thing about that is I have Analytic on this set, so it means if I take a hit beforehand, I can do more damage. So they went for Last Resort there. Behemoth actually lives, which is good. I'm running max health, max special attack on this thing with negative and hindering nature in my speed. 0 IVs, obviously. So they go into their Hypno, predicting like a psychic move or something. I go for Hidden Power, which is most likely fighting. Yes, not very effective, so it would have been fighting. Alright, so Hypno's going to live it very nicely. Leftovers to probably heal off more than what I did to it. So Psyshock here, since I did see it wasn't very physically defensive, and Psyshock should be enough to take it out, which it is, and that Hypno does go down. So unfortunately with this set I was kind of relying on my Focus Sash, set up the Trick Room first turn, Focus Sash down or something, or had them swap out, then use Nasty Plot, get my special attack up, and then just start spamming Psyshock. But unfortunately that never happened. I really don't know what my thought process was behind that. I don't really know how many Pokemon would want to swap out on Behemoth. Anyways, I go into my Ursaring here. I just want to see how fast this Delcatty is. Even without my speed up at all, no speed EVs at all, I was managed to outspeed that Delcatty. So Hammer Arm's going to take that out. And sorry, I think my Trick Room's still up. So yeah, my Trick Room outsped. Never mind. Alright, so Ursaring takes a lot of residual damage there from Burn, bringing me down to the red, and unfortunately my Trick Room runs out. So I think, as I said, I'm pretty sure I'm out of Trick Room uses. I think I only carried 2 with me or something. So anyways, Rapidash is definitely going to outspeed my Ursaring, definitely at a -1 speed as well from Hammer Arm, and Flare Blitz is going to take out my Ursaring. So a little bit of residual damage there for the Rapidash in regards to Flare Blitz, and Life Orb damage too, so there's quite a bit of damage already. So I've got my Stunfisk. I'm like, I really don't think I'm gonna like a Drill Run at all from Rapidash. And oh, that was a critical hit too, so unfortunately that crit actually did matter. So I go for Earth Power here, so this should take out the Rapidash. And it does. This is my max health, max special defense, Assault Vested Stunfisk. So even with no special attack EVs invested in this Stunfisk at all, it still managed to take out that Rapidash. So we're both down to our last Pokemon. So he's got his Wormadam Trash Form, and I have my Stunfisk. So he poisons my Stunfisk. I'm like, there's not really much I can do here except Earth Power. So that should be neutral because it is a Steel type Pokemon. It does decent amount of damage, but unfortunately because of how bulky this thing is, I'm pretty sure it's more bulky in its defensive side. A special defensive side is still pretty good. The normal forms actually got the special defensive, which I was actually quite surprised about when I was looking up the Wormadams. Anyways, it goes for a Protect there to try and Toxic Stall. So my Earth Power does miss. More leftover recovery, which is, damn, it's enough to actually make it probably live the next Earth Power. So I need a critical hit here. This is all I'm wishing for at the moment is a critical hit. So Gyro Ball, I'm pretty sure this is not going to kill because I'm slow as all hell because it's Trick Room, Stunfisk. I do live with 8 health. I go for the Earth Power here. I'm like, come on, critical hit. Come on, critical hit. Come on, critical hit. Nah, denied. So it lives very low on that red there. Leftovers to bring it back into the orange. I'm like, bugger. That was all I could say was bugger. But regardless, that was a really close battle. As I said, I'm pretty sure the leftover recovery he got was enough to save that Wormadam trash form. Other than that was a really close battle. And as I said, the most enjoyable battle for the night. So I probably stuffed up a lot of the sets there because they were very interesting sets. A lot of them did throw me off, especially that Delcatty. I haven't come across a last resort fake out Delcatty since 4th generation. That's the last time I saw that particular set, and I ran that particular set in 4th gen, so that says a lot. So yeah, as I said, it's very nice to see that artillery I have not seen since... Actually, I think I have done Trick Room team before, so I ran artillery in that particular Trick Room team. I don't know if I've shown that Trick Room team. I'm going to have to go back and have a look now. Hypno I was a bit confused about because I'm pretty sure it was probably max health, max special defense. Usually if you're running Seismic Toss, which is a 3rd generation tutor move, usually you'd run that on a pretty tanky set rather than running it on a sweeping set. Rapidash looked like your standard Rapidash set. Delcatty? Delibird. Damn it, 2 Delis on that team. Delibird, I'm assuming would be... Well, it looked like choice specs to me. I could be wrong there on that one. But it was using Freeze Dry, so it was a special attack user to avoid the Hustle, I'm assuming. So I wouldn't have run Hustle. I've actually forgotten what Delibird's other ability is. I think it's Vital Spirit or something. It's still interesting. And as for Wormadam, trash form, it was definitely the Toxic Stall. Utility, Stealth Rocks, Protect, Scarable. Pretty standard for a Wormadam, actually. So anyways, guys, that is pretty much it for tonight's battle. I did have a multi-battle subscriber battle locked away as well to use, but unfortunately this battle actually went for longer than I thought it did, so I'm gonna have to save that battle for next Wi-Fi Wednesday. And as I said, I'm not really too sure what I'm running for next Wi-Fi Wednesday. I do have a team in process. I'll probably end up breeding it. I'll probably end up failing of what I can probably see. Its synergy is just so bad because, as I said, it's looking like a mono ice team at the moment, and as a lot of people know, ice type is one of the worst typing in the game. Fighting type weakness, fire type weakness, steel type weakness, fire type weakness, and anything bloody else underneath the sun is weak too, so it's going to be interesting. All it takes is one person to come along and rock my world for him to win. So anyways, guys, until next time, this is Lady KrimZen saying ciao for now, but not forever. Ciao!